Smith, what a play by Martin Mapu. He was with him almost in his jersey that time. And so the Patriots defense going to be able to get off the field, force the punt.
Yeah, love the patience by Mapu. And usually third and short, he plays it off. So Tua thinks, hey, I've got easy access, hit this quick little out to Smith. But an excellent break on the football and playing the ball, and now you force a punt on the first drive.
Well, Mapu was a question mark today dealing with that neck injury. He makes just a terrific.
A lot of zone. Same thing with Chicago, more of a two-deep coverage. Last week, the Rams played them extremely aggressively. And, again, he's not perfect, but he has handled almost everything that defenses have been able to throw at him.
Stevenson, first and run. It's Stevenson, my goodness, just running over Jordan Poyer, who made the mistake of trying to fill that hole. Downhill, Stevenson getting his shoulder pads into him, a pickup of 9.
Yeah, and you would love to see a lot more of this. You know, Stevenson, Spiro, has really been more of a bell cow running back here for the Patriots. He played 58 snaps last week, stays on the field on third down. He's pretty good out of the backfield, but he's also shown the ability to break a lot of tackles and run with physicality.
Remember, he missed that game week 6 with a foot injury. We're going to get another penalty here against New England's offense. This will be their second.
Ball start, number 75, offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
It's Demontre Jacobs, so the second such penalty on their second possession. This has been, again, there's a reason why team's 3-8. And all the growing pains that Gerard Mayo is trying to work through in his first season.
Yeah, I believe today a big part of New England's success is going to be how well the offensive line plays. How many mistakes do they make? You've already seen 2 mistakes. And can they stop 3 hitters and assignment errors up front is going to be the key for the Patriots.
Stevenson trying to get some of it back. And Arch, we mentioned the instability. You mentioned the mistakes with the offensive line. That's the other part of this that's been so incredible. A rookie quarterback having this kind of success with O-line instability and a running attack that's in the bottom half of the NFL.
It breaks the narrative that for a quarterback to be successful, that you have to have the offensive line and the skill and the supporting cast in place. Certainly that's a big part of it, but he's shown that you can overcome that. Again, he's not perfect, but he hasn't let those deficiencies stop his development.
Ball start, number 59, offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
My goodness, so the second penalty already against Lowe and the third against this offensive line. You also throw into the mix the wide receiving core that's been underperforming for the most part. And it just makes what this kid Drake May has done till this point even more remarkable.
Yeah, but again, mistakes. You're on the road. You know, you've had some pretty good plays. You had an excellent run by Stevenson, and now you're sitting here at 2nd and 16. It's just, that cannot happen.
Just trying to get some of it back. Handoff here. This is Antonio Gibson. The AFC East are ready to get reacquainted. Some familiar faces from Miami's perspective. A whole lot of it back. Pick up a 14 by Gibson. And that's going to set him up with a 3rd and 2 here with 7 and change left in the quarter. There's Anthony Weaver. First year as their defensive coordinator after they made the change, moving on from Vic Fangio after last season, and trying to get this Dolphins defense right. 2 players you have to watch out for. Hunter Henry is one of them. He's at the top, and then Douglas is in the slot at the bottom. May goes through his reads, goes to the check. It's Gibson. First down Miami
alongside Adam Archuleta. I'm Spiro Ditas. We'll hear from Aditi Kinkhabwala.
Multi-dimensional back. It's a running catch of 14 and a much-needed first down for the Patriots.
Oh, notice here, and go ahead and run it and stop it when May gets to the top of his drop. You notice the offensive line really does a nice job. Really does a nice job. But then right here, they break up on this route, and now that on the flat is open. May is able to go front side all the way to backside to his outlet receiver, and able to pick up the first down. So just excellent across the board, starting with the offensive line and then May finding the outlet.
May back to the air and completes, working right up the middle of the field of one of his tight end targets, Austin Hooper. That's going to be another first down. And that was one thing that Alex Van Pelt mentioned in our conversation, Arch, with him yesterday. The way that May gets through his reads and his progressions, just something you don't see from a first-year quarterback.
A lot of quarterbacks never get to that. But again, what I think I've really enjoyed watching is whether it's quick pressure or whether it's just knowing that he does have the time. He really does have a great pocket awareness for such a young age.
Play action from May. Again, that movement in the pocket, runs away from trouble. Again, May turns the corner. And he's going to be close to another New England first down. Just masterful quarterback play for the youngin. Picks up 9 here, finally brought down by Chop Robinson.
Well, it's imperative, and this is something that we spoke to Calais Campbell about. When you're playing the Patriots, you have to be excellent in your discipline in your rush lanes. And so you see Robinson, he's on contained to May's right. He takes a chance, he goes inside, and then May is able to escape. So you've got to be able to rush him with some energy and some purpose. But you have to make sure you do your job, and you cannot freelance against this quarterback.
Second and short. Here is Gibson. Gibson's going to have another first down. Drake May, you talk about his ability to run, Arch. He begins the day third among AFC rookies in rush yards. That's not just quarterbacks. That's all AFC rookies. Now over 260 rushing yards to add another dynamic to his game.
Yeah, and look, I think right now, if you're Miami, like, you've got to do something up front. You've got to disrupt this offense. I don't think they did enough of that last week. They let the Raiders march up and down the field, play great red zone defense. But somebody up front has got to disrupt and force a negative play on this offense.
Gibson trying to wiggle his way through a seam. Arch, so doing it against the New England offense, everything that we've touched on, the things that have held them back, that is starting to show some signs. Alex Van Pelt said, look, despite the loss last week, we thought it was a breakthrough performance. And you're seeing that confidence despite the early penalties as they continue this impressive drive.
Well, Spiro, I talked a lot already about New England's offensive line. Take away the false starts. I think their execution up front has been pretty good. Good run blocking. You saw great protection on that last third down by Drake May. Cut down on the mistakes, but it's been a strong start from an execution standpoint up front for New England.
Calais Campbell trying to catch his breath on the sideline. There's a flag. We'll see potential hold here. That pass to the end zone for Hooper is batted down. Beautiful recovery by Anthony Walker Jr.
I think they're going to get the right tackle. Jacobs on a hold.
Alan Eck is our
There
referee.
are 2 fouls offside, lining in the neutral zone. Number 81 offense, that penalty is declined. Holding, number 75 offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
So that's the second penalty already. Demontre Jacobs low has 2 as well. Look at Hooper lining up, not even close in the neutral zone. So that's the one that they decline. And Arch, the sloppiness in terms of the penalties for this offense continue. It's incredible.
Watch the right hand right there. That's where they get him. The pocket, Drake May had all day. Really a great pocket across the board, but just that little bit, that lapse in technique, and then you go back.
10th play of the drive that began at their 13. The hard fake, trying to get it to Stevenson. So the first miss from Drake May. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there. And it will be 3rd and 16. Field goal from here would be about 48 for the Patriots.
And so if you're New England, really number one here, you might expect some pressure if Anthony Weaver, the defensive coordinator, wants to try to make a play to knock you a little bit farther back for a field goal. But you got to make sure you can't take a sack. And just to check down 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, put you in better shape to kick a field goal.
This is Stevenson running up that right hash.